You're gonna love this.
I want to hear it. I'm objective. You're critical.
Anico at the disco.
He's positive. Join the Mixtape 615.
Today, tomorrow, yesterday,
It is the dopest supporter group in all of Nashville.
forever. Testing. 1, 2, 3. This is the Mixtape 615 podcast, baby. Right now, right here, this is the place to be. If you are a Nashville soccer club fan, just someone who, it casually enjoys Nashville, well, then I invite you right now to lock in with us real quick. It's your boy, Tunji, a.k.a. Young Turtle, the Soccer Face, SF Doom, the DR Kid, affectionately known as Steam Papi Yamame Por Favor, a.k.a. you see me on the streets, please do not lock eyes with me, bro, because I am the dopest Poke trainer and I will challenge you to a Poke battle, and it's not going to end well for you. AKA hot sauce. Ooh, that's hot. AKA Chicago Mike, the Glizzy Gladiator. And we welcome you back to another episode of Mixtape 615 podcast. Austin, can you tell him who you are?
What's up, guys? I am Austin, a.k.a. Wild Main, because we getting wild up in here, a.k.a. Ginger Snap. Don't cross this Ginger, because he may snap. A.k.a. the Fumbling Dublin. We rowdy up in here. A.k.a. Chicky Parm. A.k.a. Red Beard, the dopest pirate in all the 7 seas. Logan, tell him who you are.
All right, guys, it's your boy Logan, a.k.a. the artist formerly known as Summer Sam, a.k.a. Mr. C, Mr. Roboto, and the one and only Beer Main. And a new a.k.a. since Tunji wouldn't throw his in just yet.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
Fireman number 2.
Fireman number 1 reporting in for duty.
Let's go.
Do you want to tell them the story, or do we want to just keep on rolling?
We can kind of tell a quick story.
I want to tell the story, bro. Also, you weren't there because you're not dope. But last Wednesday, we were at Southside Kitchen and Pub, and
drinking some half-off whiskeys.
And the most ridiculous series of events proceeded to occur. There was an unfortunate T-boning in the road. 2 cars had ran into each other. No one got hurt, but then all of a sudden,
initially, it did not look that bad.
Literally, it was just like, they just got to get the cars out of the street. They'll be fine. They'll probably come in here, get some half-off whiskeys. No, they moved the car, and then it caught on fire in front of us, in front of all of us. And and there's video footage out there. Comment right now if you want me to release this video footage, but I have it of me and another bartender and Logan assisting these people literally using the bar's fire extinguisher to put out this fire.
Just pulling this person from safe,
we probably drug them about 40 yards. Yeah, about 40 yards
through the girl on our arms and just start running. Just no big deal,
bro. That's what they
we may be exaggerating a little, but you know what? We had half-off whiskeys at the time, so we were just going for it.
Yeah. This may or may not have happened. You don't know. If you want the video, let us know.
Oh my goodness.
The video is Logan throwing a glass of water. That's it.
Tunji
standing 20,000 yards away.
Hey man, let's talk some Nashville. You're over at disparaging my heroics.
This is the Mixtape 615 podcast, brought to you by the Mixtape 615 supporter group, the dopest supporter group in all of Nashville, in all of soccer, in all of the world. And from Champions League, Bayern Munich coming in 9-2, amazing. What? Liverpool beating America's golden boy Christian Pulisic. There is a lot of soccer news out there today, but we want to bring it all the way back to Nashville. Well, kind of to Nashville, more to Atlanta, because we got to keep the belt in Nashville.
So far.
Oh, yeah.
So far.
Get this thing over here. Hold on.
Dude, look, bro, this guy can't even.
He doesn't even have it.
Give me my belt back, bro. You need to give me my belt back.
I'm gonna have to go get it in a second.
You got to learn how to do it.
I put it away, and I can't just get it out of here.
But if you guys are listening, he just tried to grab the belt, and it was so far out of reach because he just couldn't realize the depth
I thought
in which
I had
he was
it right
in.
here.
His
And then
go-go
I forgot-
gadget
I
arms
put it
didn't
over
work.
And it did not extend.
there. Yeah, no, it's not there. But we did get to keep the belt in Nashville. It's time for a little bit of a match rewind. Austin, take it away.
All right. Hey, there's that match rewind. I like it. Yes, Nashville went into Atlanta and actually got a win. Guys, did y'all know that Nashville knew how to win? I
BJ
forgot.
got one, man.
I forgot this feeling.
He got his first.
I was like, hey, things are actually going well. And not 2 seconds after I insulted Alex Moyle, he goes and gets a goal in the 5th minute. And so I'm like, I apologize, Alex Moyle. It was
Well,
actually
to be fair,
a really good goal in the right spot. He finds himself running down the left wing, passes it way over the box, just not anywhere close. And I insulted him for that. But Shaq Moore recovers, gets it back into the box, and then Alex Moyle finishes it right into the net.
But how does he finish?
Nashville.
Oh, dude, the quick turnaround that he just did.
Oh, it was pretty. It was pretty.
The Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi, Jaden Smith, backwards, backwards kind of whip. This is what I'm talking about. Chaos God, man.
360, man.
He gives and he takes. You
So
just
that
have
was
to be
pretty.
grateful when he gives.
What he does is
Bunbury-
gives me heartaches every time he tries to take a shot. But I tell you what,
You don't get it. He doesn't get
we all started talking a little bit of crap last week, and I don't know if I know he knows our podcast exists. He may have heard us and got a little angry. Who knows? I don't know.
He's not listening to our
So he
podcast.
looked good. Teal Bunbury actually looked good too. Another guy that we've not talked super positive. So maybe these guys are listening and getting pissed off at us talking about him. But Teal Bunbury, he had one off the post, one into the goalie, and then one called back because of an barely offsides by Hani Mukhtar coming back in the run in. I hate those kinds of offsides. While it is fair, it is understandable. That didn't affect the play. Him coming back to play the ball, it was like a step off sides, and he was going backwards. But I digress. We had a 2-0 match. Tunji, are we back?
Hold on, let me consult with my the charts. Let me read.
Magic 8 Ball.
No, we're not back, guys. Look. Enjoy this match. Enjoy this win. These are the steps back to being back.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You have to learn, when you have a new, this is not even rocket science. When you have a new coach, of course we were going to see what we saw. A 10-game losing streak is insane. That is wild. Let me just first clear the air there. Yes. But BJ's been in charge for 4. Was that his 5th? No, that was his 4th.
That was his fifth.
His 5th. We saw flashes of this high pressure, smothering style system that he's been trying to he's been trying to kind of instill in the guys. What I like, it's not even about what I like. It's just what needed to happen was everyone, like Hani said in the beginning of the match, if you saw the pregame stuff. Take this personal. This is Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
If we can't come into the Mercedes-Benz and show ourselves with some type of confidence, some type of honor, let's just pack it up right now. And they did it, man. They did it. Look, I'm happy, but if we're talking about Nashville fans, I think what I've heard a lot of people is just I don't know what we expect. I think we're probably we expect another win in Chicago or against Chicago tomorrow. What I've heard mostly is people are happy that we got the win. Let's just keep it there.
Yeah. And we'll talk more about what this means for Nashville in our next segment. But right now, we're just going to appreciate that we got a win, that it was against our rivals, who I like to call them our rivals.
They are our rival.
We call it our Jack and Coke Classico, and so the Jack beat out the Coke because I think that we're going heavy on the Jack because of that 10-game losing streak. That
Jack is always going to be stronger than Coke. Jack is always going to hit harder than Coke. You can get the fizziest Coke. Go and get you some Mexican Coke from the glass bottle. I don't care. The Jack Daniels, when it's right, it's right.
Hey, this is Gentleman's Jack. All right. So,
Ooh.
Logan, give me your take. What do you feel? How are you feeling after this match?
I can. There's a couple things that I feel about this match, and let me just say, it's all positive. I usually try and stay objective, man. They did get into our defensive third a little bit, but man, Bunbury, 2 headers, one comes off the post, one Guzman barely saves, but tries to bury another in the back of the net. Golly, does that guy have shots getting ready to go? Number 2, Alex Wheel. I mean, obviously, we like to talk about it. Number 3, this is Hani's first goal in the net from field of play since April.
Wow.
This is his first goal in the net from field of play since April. Guys, that is huge for us. I mean, that shows right there that we're firing on a lot of cylinders. But one thing I think that surprised me most of all out of this match, something that I didn't think was a skill set that any of our guys in Nashville had. Did y'all see the amount of accuracy and the way that we played through the middle with our one-touch passes? Guys, the fact that we were using one-touch passes as it is was insane. I mean, the amount that we were using them was insane as it is also, but we were playing through the middle, gunning to the goal. We were not trying to play to the outsides and cross. We were gunning to the goal. We were trying to play into it, and that was insane.
Exactly.
That is a product of like confidence, bro. That is a product of knowing where you're actually supposed to go with it, and just saying, hey, you know what? Screw it. Let me give it a shot. Boom. Oh, I actually tried to do the one touch and it went through because it was so quick and I trusted my teammate enough to receive it. This is what BJ Callaghan, I'm hoping when he talks about his style, which I still don't know what it is. I still don't know what his style is. For now, I'm just gonna call it Space Cowboy because I like the name, and we just had the match in Huntsville. Like, to me, like what I've always wanted to see since y'all know my story. Born in Nigeria, or Nigerian, born in London, England, raised in Nashville, Tennessee. You guys know I'm not a USMNT fan. The reason being is when I look at United States men's national soccer team, I don't see an identity there. I don't see American soccer. BJ Callaghan coming down here, I'm starting to see something that I haven't really ever felt like I've seen. I'm like, is this like whatever you're trying to do, the fact that you could take Gary Smith's sit back all the time and defend team and do this with it? Is this what Americans? Is this what they try to do on a national level? I'm hoping that's what it is, because if it is, then I'm like, well, this could be potent.
Yeah. So what the American, I think the true American soccer, it's just the American way, is put your head down and run over anybody that's in front of you.
That's American. Run the ball through the middle, up the gut. You know what I mean?
Yep. So can I say, Tunji, to you, it's a yes. And you said, this was confidence played out. I think that, yes, it is confidence. It was also desperation. I feel like after they were, on a 10-game losing streak, we have to do something. And so you're seeing more of the play up the middle, more of the direction, just go towards the net. Just whatever it takes, just go towards the net. We only had 7 shots total, but all of our play was towards the net through the middle. We weren't playing out wide. We weren't trying the cross-in game. And that looked good. I mean, look at our 2 goals. One was a cross, but it was a cross from inside the box. It wasn't a cross from the outside wing near the corner. It was a cross from actually inside the box. And then if you look at Hani's goal late and like the 73rd minute or 74th minute, something like that. Or 77th minute, sorry. It was a beautiful play. Hani to Bunbury, one touch, back heel, back to Hani, and then Hani just takes one extra touch.
Don't forget Anibal Godoy starting it off with the through the legs, letting it roll through his legs to Hani.
The selfless play to make sure it got through.
So guys, this is the confidence play. We saw them knowing where they were supposed to be, how to actually execute what BJ has been talking about, that attack mindset. But also, I think a lot of it played out with desperation. We've got to get one.
But look, you see how, okay, so BJ apparently talks about attack mindset, and we see it. We're starting to see that, okay, we are, okay, there was a lot of attack there. Maybe it was desperation, what have you. What about the first 10 minutes of this game where Atlanta could not do anything?
They couldn't do anything.
Now, hold on.
They could, like, the defense was doing its thing. Is it Jack? Did I see? Am I mistaken? Or did I see Jack Maher in the game?
No. So that's true and not true at the same time. So Jack tried to make a great play in. I think it was like in the 3rd minute or something like that. You saw Jack trying to center it back to Sam. And that was awesome. Like, that was like Bunbury's first, like, real true header. It bounces off the post. Jack gets it, tries to center it back to Sam. The defense gets on top of it. They really did their thing there. But in the first 10 minutes, you also got to remember, at the 10th minute, you saw number 16, Silva for Atlanta. He came through and he had one that, Joe was able to stop, but it was a rough stop. Like, it almost came back to him. It
popped out a little bit.
Jack had to clear it. So they still had some attack.
When was the last time that
quick 10 minutes?
Yeah. So Tunji, you brought up Jack Maher. Logan, you talked a little bit about it. When was the last time that Jack Maher got a start? It's been a minute. And this was, I mean, think about the last time we went to the Benz. We lost 4-0. And Jack looked rough.
Jack scored the own goal. Remember?
Jack
scored the own goal. That's redemption for him.
That was when I think Lucas McNaughton had gotten injured. Walker was injured at that point. We were down to Jack Maher, and I think it was Bauer playing as well. And it was just it's been a tough season for Jack Maher. And guys, they looked the Jack Maher Walker Zimmerman combination in the center backs. They looked like vintage center backs that we are used to seeing in Nashville. And so I was actually really excited to see that. I hope that continues. We know that this is something that we can get super excited and say we're back, but Nashville knows how to let us down very quickly and put us in check very quickly. We will see how that plays out the rest of the season, which we are going to talk about in this next segment. We are getting close, guys. Play in. We're talking play in. Hey, Mixtape 615, are you ready for the 2024 season? We want you to join us. Join our supporters group. It is the dopest supporters group in all of Nashville. So sign up right now at mixtape615.com and rock your 2024 membership scarf so you can show off and say, we run this pitch. Imagine standing on the field, feeling the energy of the game close up, all of the energy of the stadium. That's a reality for our members. You can get on-field opportunities, plus get access to our tailgates where you'll bond with fellow fans over great food, soccer passion, and don't miss out on our epic away game watch parties. So sign up now, mixtape615.com, and join for the 2024 season.
And we're back, everybody. We've got a little bit of a change of thought process from where we were about a week ago. Maybe rather. We had a phenomenal match. I know we just spoke about it. But we've seen this before. We've seen us come in and make incredible matches on desperation attempts, and then we come back the very next game and fall flat. So I got to know, Austin Tunji, just a quick yes or no. Austin, have your expectations changed for what this year means for us moving forward?
Hesitant, yes.
Okay. Tunji, has this changed your thought process on the way things move forward, your expectations for what we're doing with the next few games this year?
You know, you guys aren't going to believe this. Yes, it has changed my thought process. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's changed. I'll tell you why. I was expecting that we were not going to win another game. I just totally was like, we're done winning for now. We're gonna remember or not even remember. We're gonna learn how to play soccer again for the rest of the season. We're just gonna it's crawl
fundamentals.
Yeah, back to fundamentals. Kick the ball and triangles and then this showed me that hey, these are professional soccer players. This is a professional head coach. Yes, he's got a new system, but yes, they're also able to learn. And we saw it in the last couple of matches, right? Like for spurts, and it was really only like 5, 6, maybe 10 minutes where it's like, oh, okay, that looked really good.
Yeah.
This one, the difference here was they did it for 10 minutes straight and just punched Atlanta in the mouth, and they scored in the 4th minute. So then that changes the whole, like when you get on, like, I know that we've been like, hey, everyone's scared of a 2-0 lead right now.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
everyone and the mama
the worst lead in soccer
is scared of the 2-0 lead right now. But with Nashville, remember when we used to get out in front? Remember when we used to score first?
Oh yeah.
This season we're 5-3-3 when we score first.
Wow.
So here's the thing that we have to if this performance is an indicator of, okay, the guys have learned something and they're making it stick. Now I'm concerned. Okay, maybe we don't have the wrong people. Maybe it was the wrong coach. Maybe it was the wrong play style. I don't know. All I'm saying is, now my expectations have gone to we're not going to win again. To we'll probably get 1 or 2 more.
Oh, 1 or 2 more.
One or two more.
Right now we're sit 4 points behind the play-in spot. So if we get 1 or 2 more, I mean, really 2 more we would need. But if we get 2 more, 2 of the teams that we play are ahead of us in the standings. And
I'm
so that
sure
could get
every
us
team ahead of us in the standings.
No, we got New England behind us, who we also play.
Yeah, check the standings. We're not bottom anymore. 3 points will do that, Logan. 3 points.
It's been a while since we've won 3 points.
We play what? Atlanta? Not Atlanta. We play Chicago.
We play Cincy.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Saturday.
So Cincinnati, I don't expect us to get 2 on Cincinnati this year. So I played that one as a loss, maybe a draw, but I think that we can get a win. We play DC, which I think that we can get a win as well. And then we play New England. I think that realistically, if they come out, so I guess maybe not realistically, maybe hopefully, we can pull out 3 wins in our next 4 matches. I don't think that is realistic, but I'm being hopeful that there is a chance between DC, between New England and Chicago tomorrow night as of recording. I think that those are 3 potential wins that we could get.
We actually play Chicago twice. Don't forget we play them on decision day. We also play New York City FC, which has been showing some back. Yeah, it has been showing some. They've been showing they've got some movement going. So
I apologize. I mean, I'm talking the last home matches that we have. So I'm looking at the home matches.
DC, Chicago, and Cincy. Yeah, but we do have a couple of away matches which are significant in their own rights. So we could do very well when it comes to our standings if we can keep the momentum going. Again, we've seen the momentum shift before, and this is not to play Debbie Downer. This is just to make sure that all of our expectations aren't just like, we're going to the Super Bowl. We don't want to be Cowboys fans. We want to make sure that when we get a win, we keep our heads on our shoulders.
No, I'm just looking at there's a potential for a play-in, and then if we don't make it into the playoffs, or if we do, I'm not expecting us to make this big playoff run. It'd be great, and I'd be there to cheer for it. But I was like Tunju, where I just thought that we were out. I thought that this was, I said it, these last few matches are just going to be BJ evaluating the team. We'll look to next year. But with the potential being like, hey, there is a potential to get into a play-in spot. What could happen?
Look, everyone's excited right now, right? Everyone's happy. We got a W. We got 3 points in the Benz. Looking good. Hani scored. I want everyone right now, you two, right now, put your money where your mouth is. All right. I was listening to my good friends over at Farmer Soccer Podcast today, and they made a bet that they would donate to
soccer.
shout out Farm, shout out all the homies over there. They made a bet that they would put money up for Kicking It 615 if we won right tomorrow against Chicago. You guys want to do that bet?
I'm down.
What's the bet? What are we saying?
$10 to each of us. If we win,
to us?
Yeah. Everyone donate $10 to all three of us.
There you go. From us. Okay.
And then we'll give it to we'll give it to Kicking It 615. No? Okay.
I'm down.
Hold on.
Let's do it.
That sounds good.
This is not the bet. Look, this is the bet. If we win, we bet if we win $20 to Kicking It 615. Each of us will give $20 to Kicking It 615. Okay. If we lose, $40 to Kicking It 615.
Ooh. Hold on. I've got a better one.
Okay, what you got?
So $20 win or lose, right?
Okay.
$5 for every goal that we score higher than Chicago.
Wow.
$5 for every goal we score higher.
$20 win or lose, but $5 extra for every goal that we have over Chicago.
So that's a minimum of, if we win, $25.
Did we just turn into like a gambling podcast?
I mean, I wouldn't even call that a gamble. That's just more of like how much are we willing to donate and donut.
Donut.
Hopefully it's not a donut. Hopefully it is.
Hungry.
I am hungry.
All right.
But,
so all right, I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Yep. Virtual shake.
Virtual handshake. Okay.
Virtual handshake. All right. Audio handshake for those who aren't watching. You should really watch, guys. This is good stuff.
The handshake's weird, but yes, this is good stuff. Okay, there you go, Austin.
This could look real weird.
How did you?
Okay, let's go. I'm down for that. So
I think it's good. I think it's a good
coming to use Kicking It 615, regardless of win or lose. More by how big of a win. So if you guys are down to see how many of us, how many of our listeners are down to join us, you can comment, let us know. But yeah, that's a good bet because we love those guys at Kicking It 615.
Yeah, of course we do. So Tunji, I know you said your expectations have changed. Austin, you said your expectations have changed. I am still cautiously on the outside. I'm going to just sit back and watch. I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, we're winning. We're going there. We're doing well, because we did really well in this last match, and we've seen inklings of things moving forward. I mean, we've had some solid strikes that just haven't quite made it in, which, that's kind of important when it comes to playing the game. You've got to make goals. And we've had a dry spell for quite a few games.
Ooh, I've got a question for you guys.
So
I've got a question for you guys.
Okay, go for it.
Is this match, I just thought about this. Is this match, hopefully not, going to be like Kansas City was towards the end of the season last year when we won 3-0 and then we started losing again immediately?
Oh man, why?
Again,
I hope. Like I said, I hope
match
not.
By match, man. Don't.
Man, I just thought about that.
So we need to carry momentum. We also need to make sure. Yeah. So we got to carry momentum, but we also got to make sure, hot take, that we are playing the right people without overdrawing them. Not really a hot take, but I do want to make sure that everyone knows. Get some Tunji sauce. Hot sauce. I know, but we do want to make sure that we don't over extenuate our players. We've got 3 games within 7 days. We've got a Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, or I guess 8 days, but still we've got a Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, and we want to keep the momentum going, but we have to make sure that we have the right people on the attack. We've got to make sure that we've got the right depth of players that we need, especially when it comes to the upfront. And if they have been playing well with our A squad, up front in practice, hopefully they can continue that momentum forward going into Wednesday night's game against Chicago Fire and Saturday's game against Cincinnati.
Cool, man. Well, I mean, you do that by rotating players. You do that by bringing in younger players. So I think we're going to talk about that next. You guys know I'll be too lit on Wednesdays at Southside Kitchen and Pub, but it does not have to be a Wednesday for you to get too lit with me at any of our away watch parties. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Mixtape615 for all watch party information so you can get in the mix with us, me, Logan, and Ginger Snap. Let's go. All right, and once again, we're back with some more Nashville Soccer Club talk. Actually, we're going to talk a little. I for some reason, Logan and Austin wanted to talk about Huntsville. I said I don't really want to talk about Huntsville. I want to talk about Nashville, but they want to talk about Huntsville because you guys believe, right, that there's some talent down there. And look, I hear you. I go to Huntsville every week. All right, I'm in Huntsville. All right. I got boots on the ground. But if you guys think that there's people that I should be looking at when I'm down there, tell me who.
All right. Well, if you want me to jump
anybody
in, I can tell you who. So I want to talk about this, and I'm glad that you agreed to it, Tunji. I know it was with maybe twisted arms and kicking and screaming, but we're talking Huntsville.
All of that.
And there's a reason for that, because we talk about wanting this attack mindset that BJ's wanted. We talked about, how Nashville looked with that. But the nice thing that I'm seeing in Huntsville is some of these attack players, some of these forwards that we have playing down there are looking really good and generating a lot of scoring chances. So my hope is that if they can continue that, what would that look like with Nashville? Because I want to talk just if I can, if y'all are cool giving me the platform for a minute to talk about. Okay, so I was looking at our top 3 goal scorers of the season and Huntsville's top 3 goal scorers of the season. I'm going to start with Nashville. All right. So if we look at Nashville's top 3 goal scorers, you've got Sam Surridge with 8 goals. You've got Hani Mukhtar with 6 goals. And you've got Teal Bunbury with 3 goals. 2 of those goals date all the way back to the first couple games of the season when Hani and Sam were both injured. So our top 3 goal scorers, number 3 for us, is dating way back. Like Teal Bunbury has gotten 3 goals. One of them came a little bit more recent, but it's dating way back to the beginning of the season for his first 2 goals. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit more about like the shots to shot rates, the shots on targets, because Sam Surridge has played in 22 matches. He's got 21 shots on target. So he has less shots on target than he's got games played, but he has 48 shots total. Mukhtar has 82 shots. Hani Mukhtar has 82 shots in 26 games played, only 25 on target. That's a 30% shots on target to shot rate.
Is that good or bad? I don't know.
So Sam Surridge is at 44% shots on target to shots rate. Teal Bunbury has less shots taken than he has games played.
Is it good or bad?
I don't know if that's good or bad. We'll talk about what it looks like with the Huntsville players here in a second, and I'll let you make that determining that call, okay? Teal Bunbury has less shots, not shots on target, less shots than he has games played, and he is a number 9. If that's a striker, and that's what Nashville is calling up. Now, I know that Teal has some other things that he does really well as far as ball control, as far as moving it forward. But if he was our number 9 for a while, because Sam Surridge just had some injuries, why is that, like the true number 9 when we look at some of these other players coming from Huntsville? He's got 8 shots on target to his 22 shots, taking 36% shot on target to shot ratio. Now, let's look Huntsville, guys. Woobens Pacius, you have heard his name before. He has only played in 14 games because he had an injury. 7 goals in 14 games, 2 assists. Now, we have to understand that this is playing against MLS Next Pro goalkeepers, MLS Next Pro defenders. So it is a different level of playing. I do understand that. However, his shots, he has 32 shots, 16 shots on target. That's 50%. shots on target to shots taken.
If I may, Austin, you also got to remember that this last month, over the last month, 5 goals have gone in, because remember he was down for injury for a little bit, but 5 goals and 2 assists in just the last month.
That's even more reason to give him a chance. Forster Jago, we have seen him with our senior team, but he's only played 11 matches with Huntsville. He's got 7 goals for Huntsville, 2 assists, 31 shots to 15 shots on target. That's 48%. And then Adam Sipich. He's a guy that I've heard a lot throughout the channels, throughout the Facebook page of the Nashville SC fans, as well as I'm seeing on X. A lot of people are calling for his number. 18 games played, 4 goals, 1 assist, 47% shots on target to shot ratio. Now, guys, these numbers are looking really good for these guys in Huntsville when you compare them to the numbers against the guys in Nashville. Now, I do understand the level of play is different. I just wanted to call out some of that and just ask, is it time that we really give Woobens Pacius and Forster Jago a real shot on the senior team?
Man, well, you've asked a great question, because I was fully prepared to tear your argument to absolute shreds.
And then he hit you with the stats.
Then he hit me with the Jedi mind tricks. Yeah, man. Like, if you say bring up Woobens, bring up Forster, even bring up Adam Sipich, and let them get their feet wet, then yeah, sure, I'm totally down with that. I just I don't know if you're truly calling out just the huge difference between MLS Next Pro and MLS. This MLS Next Pro is how old of a league? It's like a 2 or 3 year old league. Yeah, it's mostly kids. It's kids that play in my backyard. It's literally kids that play down the street from me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you also have to
think about Woobens isn't, and then you talk about Woobens scoring. Of course, he's tearing. I saw that Atlanta United 2 goalkeeper. He was awful. No, actually, all disrespect. That Atlanta United 2 goalkeeper was
8 goals he allowed.
6.
It was really bad. He was really bad, awful. I mean, maybe his team was bad too, but he was also bad. But also Woobens was playing in the, what was he playing in? Was he playing in the Canadian Premier before he came down here?
Yeah, he was.
Is that not the highest level of Canadian professional soccer?
It is.
So he's playing against, he's playing down right now. So maybe
that's why my question is
Woobens is probably.
Yeah.
You're right. Maybe I would say, if anyone, Woobens is probably one where I would probably feed regular minutes to on the first place team. Even though I've seen good stuff from Forster, he's had his chance. Let us now see what Woobens got, because Woobens has been injured. But I can't. I'm not that interested in what if they're wrecking these teams by 6-0, 6-2, 6-3 every game. Well, then, let me see what's going on there. But that's just, I don't know. It's until the MLS Next Pro is just not a league that I take that seriously when I look at the results of it.
Now, I've mentioned a guy, and Austin didn't mention a guy, but I've mentioned a guy several times that I like a lot, that has been playing for Nashville a little bit, but has also gone down to Huntsville and played, Jonathan Perez. He has, since he got to Nashville, I know he hasn't scored yet in a blue and gold
Logan's
jersey,
new man crush.
I'm just saying he's got 2 goals in Huntsville, or for Huntsville rather, just in the 3 game, the 1 month span essentially that he's been with us. He didn't get in this last game. Look at that. He did, however, get in with the Huntsville team and be on an assist and a goal.
Yeah. He's one that's definitely shown promise. But I'm looking for, if we're talking about a play-in, I look at how Teal Bunbury, he looked really, really good this last match against Atlanta. no goals. If you give Woobens Pacius those same chances that Teal Bunbury does, do you think that he would convert?
Yeah, this is the problem with people, man. This is the problem with the average Nashville SC fan. The Teal Bunbury can do no right in y'all's eyes. He had an amazing assist to Hani. No. He played well all match.
Dude, he attacked like crazy.
But he didn't get a goal. Like, come on, man.
No, he did have a goal. He got it called back for offsides by Hani.
Unfortunate.
So,
but
yeah, it was such a, so no, I'm giving this close of an offside. I'm giving props to Teal. So I'm not trying to take anything away from Teal. He had an amazing match. I'm more asking the question is, if we're looking at some of these young guys, if we want to give them a chance, I don't think that we replace Sam Surridge with the Woobens Pacius. I'm more asking, do you take minutes away from the Teal Bunbury rotation to give to Woobens? And with the chances that Teal Bunbury did have in this match, playing out of his mind, looking really good, still didn't bury one. Do we give those chances to Woobens? Does he bury them? And I know this is hypothetical.
I got you. Logan, hold on one second. I'm going to pass this to you real quick. But here's the thing. Here's the question I'm going to ask you. Do you bring up this younger talent right now after a win in Atlanta with the play-in tournament still an option for Nashville SC, for BJ Callaghan's team? Barry James Callaghan. What is your goal? Is it to make the tournament? Because if it is, I don't recommend bringing up young talent like this just to give them a chance to play. I recommend going with the experience, going with the guys like Teal, who has been in this situation before, who even under the immense pressure of all the hate he gets from the Nashville SC fan base, still shows up day after day and plays decently. This time, very well.
Yeah.
Logan, what do you do?
Good point.
What do you do? What's your goal? What's your goal, and what do you do?
I've been a believer in turtle power. I really have. I like where Bunbury's been this year. Turtle power. There we go. All of us together. This just looks weird. All right. But I believe in the turtle power. I really do. And I like what he did this last match. We haven't seen that kind of shine from him in a while. So yeah, I want to make sure that we do keep some kind of momentum going with that. But again, the question is, where's the momentum? Where's the fire? Are they going to make that push? Are they going to keep the fire alive? Or after this next match, let's say we do go down against Chicago. I think, Woobens gets the chance. I think we do bring something up to give us a shot in. Sam Surridge has not converted like we expected him to this year.
He's done all right.
Teal Bunbury's he's done okay.
He's done all right, given the circumstances.
He's a leading goal
scorer. Leave him alone.
Yeah. But I do feel like there's so much more to what we have in front of us. So I think that when it comes to Woobens Pacius, I do think he is a guy that has worked hard enough down there to earn him a spot up here. Now, we've seen Ajago up, we've seen Sepich up, we've seen Johnny Perez up. So we've seen a couple guys up. Why have we not moved Woobens up? Austin, what's your take on that? Why do you think that? What's the hesitation there?
I mean, I don't know. I think it's lack of play. I think he's been injured for a little while. I think that him only playing 14 games in MLS Next Pro might have something to do with it. But if you look at his attack mindset, there was this goal that he had against Atlanta too. He did have a hat trick against Atlanta too, but one of the highlights, if you go back and you watch it, Forrest Ajago actually gets it and starts to turn to take the shot, and Woobens Pacius is like, no, I got it. And he basically shoots it from Forrester Ajago's feet, and he actually scores the goal. And so if we talk about the mindset of attacking players, that goal vision that he has, I love seeing that, because if we think about olden days of NBA, you've got the Michael Jordans, the Kobe Bryants, you can even date it back to the Larry Birds and the Magic Johnsons, where these guys want the ball in their hands when it comes to a goal scoring opportunity. They're not looking for the pass. They're they're looking for the shot. Woobens Pacius showed some of that. Now, like I said, I'm not saying that he is the Michael Jordan of Nashville SC, but that mindset that we saw just from these few games. I mean, he's got 14 games played and 7 goals. That's what I'm loving seeing, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you're not wrong to be excited. Like, I know I was like kind of dogging on Huntsville and all these and all of that, but you know, like I did when you guys brought it up, I did go and watch the game. I did go and watch the highlights because I had to see how they got to that scoreline. But the first goal from Woobens was, I mean, you see it. There's immediate talent there in that foot.
Oh yeah,
it was a rocket to the back of the net. No goalkeeper is stopping that shot. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. But you know, when I saw that, I immediately was like, oh wow, no, we might have one with this kid. And I honestly, man, I don't think I've ever really felt that with Nashville's young players, young talent. So, you know, look, if I'll say it again, if there's anyone I'd like to see given a real shot, definitely Woobens. Yes, I like Forster.
Show me the Woobs.
But give Woobs. Anyways, man, we have a whole match to get. I got to put on my Nashville SC PJs and get ready for it's match day eve, baby.
I got we going to bed, getting a good night's sleep. But guys, we are going to wrap another episode so that we can rest up and get excited to hopefully see another win, Nashville against Chicago. And like I said, this is, you know, match day eve, what Tunji was saying. As of recording time, this will probably come out day of. But guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. If this is your pre-match ritual, you know, as it is going into the Chicago match, then we love it. We want to see you guys. If y'all are willing to comment and throw in on our bet that we made, giving some money and donations to Kicking It 615 comments, we love to hear that. But guys, a special shout out to our ace producer Doug. He's keeping us rolling with everything from technical mishaps to having to listen to, you know, mine and Logan's takes on wanting to go down to Huntsville, and Tunji getting all excited and frustrated and everything in between. So guys, thank you. Thank you, Doug, for tuning in and keeping us rolling. Logan.
Yeah, real fast, actually. Everybody who's listening and you know, thank you. A big thank you to Doug, not only for putting up with us, you know, each episode, but putting up with us for the last year. This is
we're a year in, baby. A year in.
Officially first podcast after we hit our 1 year mark. So
that's crazy.
Congratulations, everybody.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's the it's fitting that we're donating money.
1 year. Yay.
It's fitting that we're donating money to Kicking It 615 because the first anniversary is the paper anniversary.
I see what he did there.
And that's a wedding, thing. But you know, still,
I'm a single bachelor, bro. You lost me.
All right. Well, ladies, he is a single bachelor. You heard it here. All right. Well, don't forget to connect with us. Hit us up at mixtape615.com and on all of our socials, Instagram, Facebook, X, all of that stuff. You can hit us up at mixtape615, and for all of our video content, because you guys do not want to miss this video content, hit us up on YouTube at Mixtape615 Pod. And guys, keep it real, keep it vibing. Until next episode, Mixtape 615 is signing off.